Now, let's take a small trip into your mind. Here's your conscious mind, here's your subconscious mind, and here is sitting all the events and experiences in your life. Now, we've just established that your conscious mind is 10% of your mind, your subconscious mind is a whooping 90% of your mind, and sitting here are all your events and experiences in your life. Now let's see how this works. Consider your conscious mind as the boss. The boss gives instructions to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind, like any good team member, will do exactly what the boss says to the T, to the letter. The conscious mind is your boss or your gatekeeper. It collects information based on your 5 senses and it transfers that information to subconscious mind. Now, your subconscious mind is your creative medium. It is creating, right? So, it absorbs that information, learns through repetition. You tell it again and again and again and again, it learns repetition, believes it, and creates it through your law of attraction or the law of belief in your life. So this is the gatekeeper and this is your subconscious mind, and this is absorbing everything the conscious mind is telling you and creating it in your life. Which means if you can change your mental commands and instructions at any point in time, it can change your life. It doesn't depend on your planetary positions or your Rahu Ketu or your astrology or your Kundli or 7 years of bad luck. It depends on you. Of course, law of karma and law of destiny does play a role, but essentially you are the co-creator and you can change that the way you dialogue with your mind. Right? So here's the 4th truth I shared with you. Your mind learns through repetition. Now let's see how the mental commands actually work. There are 2 kinds of mental commands. So the first kind is heterosuggestions. Heterosuggestion is when the commands come from the outside. So when we were young, it came from outside. Your parents, your school, your grandparents, right? And the second one is autosuggestions, when you tell the commands to yourself. So as a child, you receive heterosuggestions, and as you grow older, it becomes autosuggestions. You keep telling yourself this, right? Now, we can use both hetero and autosuggestions to reprogram subconscious mind, and I'm going to show you how you do that. Okay, I'm going to stop share right here, and we're going to go back into my slides, and I'm going to show you what is the conscious mind, what is the subconscious mind, and how you can now use it with your mental commands. So in red is your conscious mind and in purple is your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, which is right now listening to me, is active and dominant when you are awake, like right now. But when is your subconscious mind awake? If we have to reprogram it, we have to do it when it's awake, right? Number 1, your subconscious mind is awake when you're sleeping. This is why a lot of the great inventors, Picasso, Michelangelo, Graham Bell, Einstein, Wright brothers, Elon Musk, a lot of them got their inventions and ideas in their sleep, and they quickly woke up and took notes. Now you know why, because your subconscious mind is awake when you're sleeping. If some of you have seen the movie Inception by Leonardo DiCaprio, it shows how you in your sleep, you can plant a seed of thought which actually grows into a belief in you. But that doesn't help us much, right? Because most of us don't lucid dream. Most of us can't access subconscious when we are sleeping because we are sleeping. So we have to access it when you're awake. How do you do that? Number 1, pay attention here. The first 10 minutes of your wake up, your subconscious mind is still awake, which is why you remember your dreams as soon as you wake up. But a few hours later, you don't remember details. So you will use the first 10 minutes of your wake up with the mental commands I give you to reprogram subconscious mind. Secondly, your subconscious mind is awake when you're sleeping, right? So the last 10 minutes, just before you're going to sleep, your eyes are closing, you're half groggy, you're half sleepy, your subconscious mind is becoming awake. You can use your mental commands then. Then use your mental commands in pranayam, yoga, meditation, prayer, very powerful subconscious periods. Fitness, when you're running, when you're jogging, when you're, in a rhythm, in a flow. This is why a lot of global heads and CEOs get a lot of strategic downloads, creative ideas for their companies when they're running. It comes to them in their flow. So if you jog, you run, you're in fitness, great time to reprogram yourself. You can also reprogram yourself in physical inertia, which is I'm just sitting here, drinking some water, I'm watching the sunset, I'm daydreaming, I'm wishful thinking. I can use that fertile time to reprogram myself. So all these time periods are when your subconscious mind is the most receptive to reprogram mental commands. It's the most fertile time. Use it then, right? Let's look at the second difference. Your conscious mind engages the external environment based on your 5 senses, what you see, smell, taste, touch and hear. But your subconscious mind doesn't need the 5 senses. It works on instinct, gut feeling, insight, that feeling in your stomach, that voice in your head, that's your subconscious mind, so that you know how to identify it. And finally, the third difference on your screen is the most important. Your conscious mind is very objective and rational. It can analyze, it can study, it can assess, it can compare, it can choose, it can differentiate. It will tell you this is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. But ironically, the subconscious mind, even though it's the most powerful seat on the table, it's 90% of your mind, cannot analyze, it cannot study, it cannot assess, it cannot compare, it cannot choose, it cannot differentiate. It will do exactly what the conscious mind told it. This is why when you're giving your subconscious mind commands, give it exactly what you want to pick up. So you can't say, I don't want to be scared of failing anymore. It doesn't understand don't want to. It picks up scared of failing, learns through repetition, believes it, makes you scared. You cannot say I need to stop overthinking. It doesn't understand need to stop. It picks up overthinking, learns through repetition, believes it, makes you an overthinker. So rephrase it to give it exactly what you want to pick up because it cannot study. So instead of saying, I do not want to be scared of failing anymore, you're going to say, I'm fearless, I'm fearless, I'm fearless. It picks up, I'm fearless, learns repetition, believes it, makes you fearless. Instead of saying, I need to stop overthinking, you need to say, I'm confident, or I'm calm, or I'm peaceful. It learns repetition over time, believes it, makes you that.